Good afternoon. This is Colonel Dave Trybula coming to you from headquarters, White Sands Missile Range, on Thursday, the 2nd of April, 2020. With our update today, New Mexico's latest numbers are 403 confirmed cases of COVID-19. 163 of those are in the counties surrounding Albuquerque, 48 in Santa Fe County, 4 in Socorro, 21 in Dona Ana, and 2 in Otero. The numbers we have for El Paso and Juarez are from yesterday afternoon, and that was 68 in El Paso and 7 in Juarez. AIAMD training wraps up tomorrow, and I want to thank everyone that contributed to making it a successful training event. What a great effort from everyone, and really want to thank you. Want to focus on safety today, and when I talk safety, it's what are we doing to ensure that we're taking care of ourselves, our family, and the community. And I've done a lot focusing on what's happening in the workplace and making sure that that's going on, and what happens on White Sands Missile Range, the installation. But for a lot of us, White Sands Missile Range is not where you spend the most hours of your day. And so if you do not live on White Sands Missile Range, or if you live on White Sands Missile Range and you go off of it for essentials, I would ask that you are very thoughtful and plan ahead in terms of when you go out to get those essentials, what are you doing? What are the number of stops? Who are you taking with you? Because you're exposing anyone that you take with you to any interactions you have along the way. Furthermore, those interactions that you have when you are not on White Sands Missile Range, if you're coming here for work or you live here and you're coming back, you're bringing all those interactions here. And so if you haven't been asked and you have a family member or someone for whatever reason that is a interaction that you have on a regular basis that changes your risk for getting COVID-19, that's something that your leadership and the chain of command needs to understand. And I would ask that you come forward so that we can take appropriate mitigation measures before we're trying to track down a spread that could have been contained. And so that's extraordinarily important when we do that. Additionally, wherever you live, when you leave White Sands Missile Range, the exception for New Mexico, for El Paso, for Texas, those exceptions to come to work apply to getting to work and the work done here at White Sands and going home. Once you leave the boundaries of the installation, you are still subject to the authority of the governor where you reside and where you are actually traveling during that time. And that's important to understand, and you need to abide by that authority. And for El Paso and Las Cruces, any additional direction that or guidance that the city that you are in has provided. And that goes for any city in any county, and want to make sure that you're cognizant and paying attention to those because they are tailored to that specific area, and we are all subject to those when we're in those areas. And then on safety, when we think about first line of defense is ourselves, we got to think about making sure we're taking care of our family and our community. I would ask that you consider in that what you're doing to practice good hygiene and appropriate social distancing when you transit to and from work. And for most of us, that is probably an opportunity more so than any place other than the home for prolonged contact with another individual. And what are you doing to protect yourself during that time and how you transit to and from work? really important as we're looking at this, that we're focusing on what we can control and all the great measures that are out there that are being done, and the extraordinary efforts by folks to ensure that we're protected and that we're able to continue moving forward. Shout out for today is DPTMS and our G3s. They work 24/7 to ensure that we are linked with all the different orders that are coming in, and that we've got a status and coordination to ensure that we can move out and that we're prepared and synchronized to be able to do that. Thank you, and we will be back with you tomorrow afternoon.